I'm David LaRue with Winfield United, and on this video I want to talk to you about nitrogen management and specifically about nitrogen stabilizers. So there's a lot of products on the market that are in that category of nitrogen stabilizers, and I want to talk about how to work through which product you need to use for which kind of application of nitrogen. So there's three forms of nitrogen loss. The first one is denitrification, and that's when you're applying your nitrogen and you get into saturated soil conditions, and the bacteria will come in there and attack and get the oxygen off there, and that converts your nitrogen to nitrous oxide, which you're going to lose, which is a gas. The second form is leaching, and leaching occurs when you get that conversion to nitrate, which is mobile in soil, and you're going to lose that through water flow through the soil solution, and that's where you get runoff as well. The third form is through volatilization, and that's when you get the bacteria, the urease bacteria that converts that to the ammonium gas, and you lose that up through the air through volatilization. So when you're looking at your nitrogen stabilizers, in which application, basically we break it down into, are you surface applying or are you incorporating your nitrogen? Basically, when you're on the surface, volatilization is usually what you're going to want to contain, and when you're putting it into the soil solution, the leaching and the denitrification is usually the issue that you're against. So on the surface, there's products out there like Anvol, Agritane, that are going to coat that and keep that urease of bacteria from converting it to the gas. So when you're talking about a surface application of urea or liquid, you want to use the Agritane or a product like Anvol on the surface. Incorporation, whether it's using the anhydrous or you're incorporating urea or UAN solution, then you want to talk about using products like Instinct. On anhydrous, there's Inserv we've been using for years. That keeps that conversion happening with the bacteria to get it in place and stable in the soil, in those saturated soils. Now I want to talk about, there's a third category called Nutrisphere, and Nutrisphere is a compound that it's basically a polymer that coats your nitrogen and keeps it and protects it from those elements that are going to break it down and prevent it from the volatilization, denitrification, and the leaching. So Nutrisphere has several different versions based on what type of application that you're doing. They've got an NH3 version that you would put in that requires a kit to do, and that's available to put on to a toolbar. Has its own system, and it protects your anhydrous. Then they have Nutrisphere N and HV, that is your UAN protection. And then there's Nutrisphere QDO, which is quick dry orange, and that's the product that you would put onto your urea on the prill and for your surface. So that product has different versions doing the same thing. It's a polymer coating your nitrogen source and keeping it protected and available in the soil. So I hope this kind of cleared up some of the questions that I've been getting, and that you may get on what product that you would want to put in with the nitrogen application based on the type of application you're doing. So thank you.